Hey friends, welcome back to the channel and to yet another study with me video in which I'll be preparing for the USMLE Step 1 because I'm vaguely considering moving to America for my medical residency. The day starts at 8:30 when I wake up, negotiate myself out of bed, have a quick shower and make my morning cup of coffee. Then I spend some time tidying up the living room before sitting down at 10 a.m. for a Zoom call with an animations company that I might be interested in working with. We have a bit of banter and talk business. And then at 10:40, I get ready for my study session by warming up some breakfast food and setting up my Twitch live Study With Me stream. At 10:51, I start streaming myself studying, which A, makes it more fun, and B, encourages me to actually work and not just waste time. Genuinely, everyone should try this. It's super easy. Anyway, here I'm going through the incredible pathology resource Pathoma, with a PDF of their textbook open on one side of the screen and the videos and my Notion notes on the other side. As I'm watching the videos at double speed, of course, I'm writing out questions that I'll test myself on later. This is active recall in action, the most efficient study technique of all time, as shown by decades of research. I'm writing out questions for myself and then using the toggle feature on Notion to hide the answers. For some of the answers, I'm typing them out, but for others, I'm just screenshotting bits from the video or from the textbook to save myself time. This chapter is vascular pathology, and so I start by going over the large, medium, and small vessel vasculitides before moving on to hypertension. After 35 minutes of this, I find myself losing concentration, and so I take a 20-minute break to chat to viewers and answer questions from the live chat. By the way, if you're not already, please follow me on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming a lot of studying and productivity stuff on there, and maybe dabbling in the occasional video game too if I can talk myself into taking a break occasionally. From 11:50 to 12:30, I finish off the vascular pathology chapter on Pathoma, going over the sections on arteriosclerosis, dissections and aneurysms, and vascular tumors. Once that's done, I need a break, so I make some coffee and show off the Chemex to the stream viewers to increase my street cred. With the freshly brewed cup of coffee in my hand, I think about doing some more active recall and then decide to screw it and instead apply for Twitch partnership. Annoyingly, a few days later, they rejected my application because apparently I'm not famous enough on YouTube to justify being made a Twitch partner. This is very sad. Oh well, I'm totally over it now. Once I've sent the application off, I do some active recall of some of the previous chapters in Pathoma. I start from the bottom of chapter 1 and work my way back. I quite like starting from the back of stuff and working in reverse because otherwise it's way too tempting to just know the first few pages really well and neglect the stuff that comes later. What I'm doing here is delayed active recall. I'm testing myself on stuff that I did a few weeks ago to take advantage of the spaced repetition effect to combat the forgetting curve in memory. As I go through my notes and test myself on the material, I'm color coding stuff that I'd forgotten in red. If there's stuff that I have an understanding gap in, I'll Google it and read up on the thing on Wikipedia probably, and then color code it in red so that next time, if I want to save time, I'll just test myself on the stuff that I got wrong the previous time. As you can see, there's a lot of red here because I'm a total waste man, but no, actually, forgetting stuff and getting stuff wrong is a necessary and important part of learning. So if you're a student and you're watching this, please don't ever think you're a dumbass if you get stuff wrong. Getting stuff wrong and correcting it is literally how we learn. There is nothing to be ashamed of. At least that's what I tell myself to make myself feel better. After doing this session of delayed active recall on old material, I do 45 minutes of immediate active recall, i.e. testing myself on the vascular pathology stuff that I did that morning, just to reactivate any bits of knowledge that slipped away in the past 2 hours. At 2 p.m, my friend Asaid arrives, and because he's also preparing for the USMLE, we have a cheeky group study session. We start by attempting to go through some of the past paper questions from the AMBOSS question bank, and for an hour we bash through these questions and get less than 10% of them right. Damn, this exam is really quite hard. At 3:15, we've both had enough of being absolutely destroyed by this exam, and so we set up some pre-made Anki decks, tweak the settings a bit to get to the level that we want, and bash through various cards. We start out sitting at the desk together, and after a while we move over to the sofa, controlling Anki with the wireless keyboard. By the way, I've got a Skillshare class on how to use Anki from beginning to end that you can check out, link in the video description. Anyway, at 4:30 p.m, after an hour of casually working through the flashcards, we decide we've had enough, and so we go outside to play.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right.
For 20 minutes, we dabble around on Asaid's skateboard, and then at 5 p.m, I lie on the sofa like a total waste man. For around 30 minutes, I just sit there scrolling through Twitter and hating myself. But then at 5:30, I remembered that I'm actually a productivity guru and I'm gonna get kicked off YouTube if I keep this up. So at 5:30, I decide to do something ultra productive and continue an online course on Brilliant, who are very kindly sponsoring this video. Brilliant is a fantastic app that has interactive online courses for maths, science, and computer science subjects. And I find that whenever I'm in a productivity slump, like right now, doing a few lessons or working through the daily challenges on Brilliant really fires up my mind and gives me a second wind of activation energy for work. I'm working my way through their computer science series these days, trying to build a more legit understanding of the field. I quite like working through the courses because they have a lot of interactive elements and challenges along the way, which helps exercise my mind in a nice guided fashion. If you also think that learning is quite fun and you want to join me in taking some of these courses on Brilliant, head over to brilliant.org/Ali, and the first 200 people to visit that link will get 20% of the annual premium subscription. Anyway, at 6 p.m, Asaid gets back to the house with some crisps and chocolate, and we collectively decide that we've had enough of studying for one day, so we decide to write the rest of the day off. Right, guys, I'm having a bit of a problem right now, because I'm feeling super unproductive and can't be bothered to do anything useful. And I feel like my eyes are closing and I didn't get enough sleep overnight. The question is, what do we do now? I could power through and try and actually do some work, but I think I'm gonna take advantage of the write-off principle, which is something that I came up with a few months ago. The idea is that if you're feeling like you're in an unproductive slump like I am right now, then you just write the rest of the day off and then you can kind of do fun stuff. So yeah, today is officially a write-off. We've done enough work in the morning. By the way, please follow me on Twitch if you want to see more live streams. I'll be doing them daily from like August. So now, might play some PlayStation, play some Frisbee outside, do something other than work. So let's do it. We jam out on the guitar for a bit, and then I set up a 2-player board game called Lord of the Rings: The Confrontation that Asaid plays with me for the first time. One side are the good guys and they have to get Frodo to Mount Doom, but the other side are the baddies and they have to kill Frodo to win the game. We end up playing this for just over an hour and then spend the next few hours watching clips from random Korean dramas on YouTube and eating takeaway as a nice, chill end to the reasonably productive day of studying. Thank you so much for watching.